Boxing TV back with another one. Wow. Whoever, well, I'm not gonna say whoever thought, but Ryan Garcia versus Golden Boy. I think it's a time in every fighter's career when they think that they've moved past the promotion, they can promote themselves. And I think after that Tank Davis fight and after themselves, Ryan feels like he doesn't need the promotion anymore, and which is fine. You fight them early fights. You take the typical boxing route. You deal with the promoter, and you get there until you get that big fight when you don't need the promoter anymore, and that's fine for him. You feel me? And I don't think that us as the fans can say, he not loyal and try to stunt his growth. You feel me? Like, the thing is about those relationships is they're covered by contracts. So from what I read online, Ryan is in a multi-year contract. It says it was one of the most lucrative contracts for up and coming boxers such as Ryan, right? Who at that time hasn't really fought anybody and who is is expected to have an amazing career, right? So yeah, he's in a multi-year contract with Golden Boy. So what can he really do? It was said that Ryan was going behind Golden Boy's back, trying to promote fights for himself, paying the companies directly rather than going through Golden Boy, right? And like I said, I just think that at this point he feels like he's bigger than the company as a promoter. And it's one of those things that you gotta respect. You gotta bet on yourself. You gotta bet on yourself, man, and you gotta be great, man. And I don't feel any type of way. Unfortunately, he signed himself in a contract, and when you sign yourself in a contract, you gotta abide by those rules, man. And that's the thing about betting on yourself early. You sit down, you bet on yourself like Money Mayweather. You know what I mean? You buy yourself out that contract and you tell yourself, once you put that pressure on your back, that you gotta, it's either fight or flight. So, but when you sign with that promoter, and a lot of the times I might not even necessarily think it's Golden Boy. I think that Oscar, man, De La Hoya is a piece of work, man. I seen the Breakfast Club interview with Charlamagne, and I seen that Canelo was talking about when he was with Golden Boy that he didn't really like it there, that De La Hoya didn't do everything that he was supposed to do as a promoter. He said that during a few fights that De La Hoya was in rehab, and I don't know how true that is, right? But I mean, that can mess with a fighter. It's like you a lot of the times these fighters go, especially you would say the Spanish fighters, right? They go to these promoters because is Oscar De La Hoya. It's like, oh, Golden Boy, let me go. Bernard Hopkins is over there. There's a few other people over there, but it's like you go over there because it's the fighter that's running it, right? It's like you go to a camp because it's a fighter over there winning, right? So yeah, they say he wasn't a good promoter, and every time you look on YouTube, he's talking down on fighters. You know what I mean? He definitely had Ryan's back 100% during the build-up of the Davis fight. But I mean, like I said, man, in my other video, if you ain't get a chance to check that out, Gervonta Davis overrated. We expected Gervonta to win that fight. I don't know what type of boxing they was watching, but I knew Ryan was going to lose. You know what I mean? It would have surprised me if they would have went the distance, and that would have told me a lot I need to know about Davis. But you know what I mean? Like I said, that was the fastest fight I've ever seen Gervonta Davis make. You feel me? But yeah, man, I can't really say too much about Ryan versus Golden Boy. Is you sign these contracts, man. If you don't find a loophole, you're stuck, bro. And from what we see, it's all cap because it's a multi-year contract. You know what I mean? Like, you locked in there, bro. Like, they gave you a lump sum of money, and at that time, you ain't think you was gonna make anything more. So it's what it gotta be, bro. Right? Listen, get a coach Get a lawyer and live your life. You don't need no promoter, bro. Right? You don't need no promoter. But All About Boxing TV, like, comment, subscribe.